Hi guys, and welcome to this session on Nagios Installation by Intellipaat. Nagios monitors your entire IT infrastructure and makes sure that everything is working properly. It is a key component of DevOps lifecycle and it's a must for DevOps certification. So today we talk about how you can install Nagios on your system. But before we get into all of that, please subscribe to our channel to never miss an update from Intellipaat. Also guys, we do provide end-to-end certification training on DevOps. So if you are interested, please check out the course details given in the description below. Now, let's get into the session.
Let me quickly jump on to my AWS Management Console to basically launch a server over there, right? So here's my AWS Management Console, guys. I'll go into running instances. I'll click on launch an instance, select the operating system that I want, which is Ubuntu, select t2.micro because in that case it will be unfall under free tier. Then go to security group, select a security group which is open. So for me, it's this one. You can also select a security group if you have already created, or create a security group which basically should have all the ports open to the host that you're basically going to connect to Nagios, right? And if not all ports, specifically the ports that Nagios work on, they should be enabled on that, right? So once you select the desired security group, just select your keep here and click on launch instance. So while your instance is being launched, let us label this instance as Nagios-1. Alright, now my instance is being launched, so let us go to our running instances. And while this is being launched, let me just quickly open my putty tool. So here is where I'm gonna enter my IP address. So let me just refresh it so it has started running. Let's copy the IP address, go to my putty tool, paste the IP address, click on open, and let's see what happens now. So I click on yes. So my instance is ready. It asked me for the login. Alright, so here I am. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to update the machine using sudo apt-get update. So my machine is now getting updated. Now guys, what I've done is I've already noted down some commands which will help us install Nagios. So here they are, right? So we have updated the machine. The next step is to install the required softwares which would support running Nagios. So the softwares will now get installed. So let us give it this time for it to install all the software. Alright, so my softwares are installed. Our next step would be to add a user for Nagios. So I've done that. Let's add a group also for Nagios. That is also done. Next step is to do a little modification to the group and user. So basically we have added this user to this group. That's done. Now let's download the Nagios core file. File is downloaded. Now let's unzip this file. File is unzipped. Now let's go inside this version. So you're inside the directory now. And now let's configure all these files with the metrics of the username and the command that we're going to pass with it, right? So it's configured. Now let's build this project using the make command. So the project is now being built. Now once it's built, we'll start installing it using sudo make install. So this might take a while, so let's wait. Alright, so my files have been built. Now let's install them. Files have been installed. Now let's install the additional things as well, such as command A, install init, and install config. Alright, so they are installed. Now let's go ahead and do some modification to our Apache website. Add the user for Apache. Alright, so this is done now. Our next step would be to install the required plugins for Nagios to work as expected. So plugins basically give us the advantage of additional features which get attached to Nagios once we install the plugins. Alright, so we're inside the Nagios plugins folder. Let's configure it with the usernames. And now let's build the project. Alright, so my files have been configured. Now let's build them, and now let's install them. Alright, so they have been installed. Now let's make some changes to our Apache software. Let's configure a password for Nagios. Password would be this. Pass this command. And now let's restart Apache 2. So Apache 2 is restart. Now let's create the Nagios service. And let's copy this code from over here, save the file. Now let's enable the Nagios service so that it gets started even when we restart. And finally, let's start the Nagios service now. So the Nagios service is now started, guys. Now what we can do is we can go to the IP address of my server with /Nagios. Now it'll ask the username and the password. The username would be Nagios-admin and the password would be this, right? So the username could be Nagios-admin without the hyphen, password would be this. Alright, right. So now we have successfully installed Nagios on our server, guys, and this is how the GUI looks like. And if you have a look at the hosts, so right now it is monitoring itself because localhost is listed over here and the status is up, right? Everything seems fine. So guys, this is how Nagios looks like on the GUI side, right? In our next session, we are going to discuss the different components that Nagios has. We're going to dive a little deeper into, the Nagios hood and see what kind of different things we have under it, all right? So see you in the next session, guys. Have a great day ahead and goodbye.
So this brings us to the end of this session. If you have any queries, please leave a comment down below and we'll reach out to you immediately. Also guys, please subscribe to our channel to never miss an update from Intellipaat. Thank you.